Attention passionate Atlanta, Falcons fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC South and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Atlanta Falcons' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Atlanta Falcons fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Atlanta, FALCONS, FANS. Let's get to the news. All right, folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the NFC South, and more specifically, for the Atlanta Falcons. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the division's landscape in a way we haven't seen in quite some time. We're talking about the possibility of the New York Giants trading their star left tackle Andrew Thomas to our Falcons. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this really happening? Could the Falcons be making a bold move for a top-tier offensive lineman? Well, let's dig into all the details because this isn't just speculation. It's a serious possibility backed by some credible reports. Sources close to Diana Rossini have indicated that the Giants, currently sitting at a disappointing 2-9 and struggling across the board, are considering trading Andrew Thomas. The Giants seem to be in full rebuild mode, and the idea is to free up cap space, around $14 million, to bolster their secondary and address other needs. Meanwhile, the Falcons, who have been building up their offensive line strength this season, could be the perfect landing spot for Thomas, who's regarded as one of the best tackles in the league. This move, if it happens, would be a significant boost to Atlanta's offensive front, giving them a true anchor on the left side that can protect Desmond Ridder, open running lanes for Bijan Robinson, and elevate the entire offense to a new level. Now, let's talk about the why and how of this potential trade. The Giants are giving up an enormous amount of points, 28, 4 points per game, and their offensive line has been under pressure all season. Andrew Thomas, drafted 4th overall in 2020, has been a cornerstone of their line known as the Wall of Georgia, thanks to his elite blocking skills. He's only 26 years old, and his career stats are pretty impressive, with a PFF grade of 87. 6 overall, and in 2025 he's already started 10 games with a PFF grade of 84, 2 for pass blocking, among the top tackles in the league. He's a reliable guy who has only missed a few games due to fatigue this season, and is known for minimizing sacks, which is crucial for quarterbacks like Cousins, especially considering his ACL history. The trade makes a lot of sense, especially for the Giants, who are undergoing a total rebuild. They've got around $15 million in cap space, but their defense is leaking points, and their early season struggles have forced them to prioritize rebuilding their secondary and adding draft picks. Acquiring future picks, including a first-rounder in 2026 and a second-rounder, would give them resources to rebuild their roster from the ground up. Plus, trading Andrew Thomas would send a message that they're fully committed to a rebuild, focusing on acquiring assets that can help them in the draft and free agency moving forward. For the Falcons, bringing in Andrew Thomas would be a huge upgrade on the offensive line. Right now, our OL has been solid but could use that elite presence on the blind side, especially to help protect Ridder and give Robinson more running room. Thomas, with his ability to open lanes and elevate the line's overall performance, could cut sacks by around 25%, which is huge. That would bring our current allowed sacks from 30 down to about 22 or 23, and it would also extend the pocket, giving Ridder more time to read the field and make plays. Plus, with a stronger OL protecting him, Ridder could be more confident to run play action, which has been a key part of our offensive strategy this season. And don't forget, a dominant tackle like Thomas could also help boost our run game, adding around 20 extra yards per game for Bijan Robinson and making it easier for our offense to sustain drives. The impact of adding Thomas would go beyond just the immediate protection. It would elevate our entire offensive scheme, making us more unpredictable and dangerous on offense. The potential upgrade in our run game and pass protection could translate into more scoring opportunities, helping us compete more effectively against division rivals like the Bucs and Saints. And in the long run, this move might even position us better for a playoff run, especially if the defense continues to improve and our offense gels around a solid OL anchor. Now, let's compare this move to other recent offensive line trades around the league. We saw the Tampa Bay Buccaneers boost their offensive line by trading for Tristan Wirfs, which resulted in an 18% increase in their win probability for 2025. That trade was seen as a game-changer for Tampa, and bringing in a player like Thomas could have a similar or even greater impact for Atlanta. The key here is the quality of the player and how it transforms the team's dynamics. Andrew Thomas isn't just a good tackle. He's a franchise-altering piece that can anchor our line for years to come. Of course, the Giants are in a tough spot with their rebuild, and trading Thomas makes sense for them financially and strategically. They've been leaking points with an average of 28, 4 per game, and they're clearly prioritizing draft capital and cap space to build for the future. The trade, if it happens, would give them a much-needed reset and a chance to focus on their young players and draft picks. For the Falcons, this is a prime opportunity to acquire a proven talent who has already shown he can dominate at the highest level. As we look ahead, the potential addition of Andrew Thomas could be a key piece in our quest for a deep playoff run, maybe even challenging for the NFC South crown. The division has been competitive, with the Bucs showing flashes of brilliance and the Saints always lurking, but having an elite tackle on our line could be the difference-maker in critical games. It's about building that consistency, that wall up front that allows us to play our game and control the tempo. If this trade comes to fruition, it'll be a bold statement that the Falcons are serious about competing and winning now. Looking at the bigger picture, this move also signals a shift in how the Falcons are approaching their roster. We're not just building for the future, we're trying to win right now. Adding a player like Thomas shows that we're all in on making a push for the playoffs and beyond. It's about establishing a culture of dominance on the offensive line, something that has been a hallmark of championship teams in the past. With Thomas protecting Ritter's blindside, our offense could become one of the most balanced and formidable in the league. And let's not forget, this is also about the fans. We've been craving consistency, explosive plays, and a team that can punch through defenses on both sides of the ball. Getting a player like Thomas would be a rallying point for all of us, a sign that the Falcons are making bold moves to reach the top. It's about creating a team that our fans can be proud of, that can compete with the best, and maybe even bring another Super Bowl to Atlanta in the near future. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, and there are always hurdles to overcome in these big trades. Cap hits, draft pick negotiations, and team chemistry are all factors that need to be managed carefully. But if the pieces fall into place, and the Falcons pull this off, it could be one of the most exciting moves in recent franchise history. Imagine the roar of the Georgia Dome when Thomas steps onto the field in a Falcons uniform, ready to protect our quarterback and help us chase that elusive Super Bowl. That's the kind of move that could define a new era for Atlanta football. So, Falcons fans, keep your eyes peeled. This isn't just speculation. It's a real possibility that could reshape our offensive line and push us closer to that ultimate goal. The NFL is always about the big moves, and this could be one of the biggest in recent memory. The division is heating up, and with a player like Andrew Thomas, we could be the team to beat. Stay tuned, because I'll be here to keep you updated on every twist and turn in this story. We're on the brink of something exciting, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Atlanta Falcons. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Atlanta Falcons news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Atlanta Falcons. Do you think we should go all in for Andrew Thomas? Would he be the missing piece to make this team a legit playoff contender? I want to know what you think. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Keep supporting the Falcons, stay passionate, and let's keep that dream alive of bringing another Super Bowl to Atlanta. We've got the talent, the coaching, and now maybe the move that could take us over the top. Let's go, Falcons.